You are listening to Night Radio Arkham. The lamps along the quay flicker as if in thought, and the water lies too still for comfort. Our instruments detect no storm, yet the pressure in the air suggests approach. Tonight we examine the concept of thin places, regions where geography fails and something older presses through. Remain with us. It presses regardless.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. The next transmission reaches from the heart of the void. Here it is, Static God.
I found it in a box marked, "Do not watch." So I fucking watched it. Now it's watching me. Bars and screen, no channel there, just teeth and eyes in electric glare. Tracking lines like veins on skin, he's speaking through the white noise din. The tape's not blank, it's alive, breathing static in overdrive. I hit eject, it screamed my name, now I piss blood and dream in flame. Static God, fucks with your head, wires in your veins and thoughts full of dread. Lights flicker, your soul gets fried. Welcome to hell on the B-side. Rotting teeth on Channel 3, he grinned and whispered, "You're part of me." My VCR bled black bile out. Now I pray to noise and scream in doubt. A fucking tentacle came through the screen, wrapped around my neck like a fever dream. I try to burn it, flames turn blue, and the smoke spelled out, "He sees you." Static God, glitch in your mind, voice like knives and 1,000 eyes blind. No more sleep, just hiss and crawl. You'll beg for death when you take his call. He's older than tape, older than light. Don't rewind, don't look back. It's not a signal, it's a summoning. Head's all wrong, bones don't sit. TV's speaking and I can't quit. I saw God in the grain and glit, and the bastard smiled like a son of a bitch. Static God, scream in the dark. He's the dead air eating your heart. Pray to tape, bleed for screen. You're just a frame in his fucked up dream. Rewind me, he wants to see it again.
Good evening, Arkham. Here is your weather forecast. Tonight, low chance of normal clouds, high chance of shadowed fog descending from the hills. Visibility may be reduced by occasional whispers and fleeting silhouettes. Tomorrow, expect minor tidal disturbances near the harbor, accompanied by a chill that some locals report as unnatural. Umbrellas and sanity preservation are recommended. The weekend brings intermittent gusts carrying the scent of salt and faint decay. Residents are advised to secure loose objects and avoid staring too long at reflective surfaces. That concludes the Arkham Weather Update. Stay safe and stay aware.
Wake up or risk the void awakening you. Introducing Cosmic Coffee. Brewed from beans grown in the shadow of unspeakable horrors. Guaranteed to make your heart race for reasons you won't understand. Perfect for early mornings, late nights, or times when the stars align in unnatural patterns. Available at your local apothecary diner or Eldritch corner store. Cosmic Coffee. Wake up. mortal, before the universe wakes you.
Are you hungry for a bite that's out of sight? Something strange yet oh so right. Big Cthulhu Burgers here today to chase your bland old meals away. Craving something truly otherworldly. Tentacles twisted, package divine. Cosmic beef from the North Sea brine. Cthulhu Burger, a monstrous delight. Every bite a thrill, day or night. Or try the tentacular triple patty terror. Or the cosmic cultist king crab combo platter. Every morsel opens a portal new to flavors unknown and dimensions too. Endorsed by the big guy himself, you see. He knows what's tasty. Oh, yes, indeed. So, if you've got the stomach and the courage for cosmic cuisine, come on down to Big Cthulhu Burger, where madness meets deliciousness, and we'll tear your hunger apart!
This is N.R.A.K, Night Radio Arkham. The stars are wrong tonight. Remain where you are. Cross the threshold with us, where the world frays and shadows linger. The next piece will guide you through liminal decay.
The scent of bleeds and yellow dread. Every door I choose is dead. Backroom hymns and analog screams. Walls that breathe and pulse with dreams. Echoes mimic what I said. But I don't talk when I'm already dead. Corners bend where they shouldn't go. Ceilings leak forbidden glow. A face I knew, but eyes all wrong. It hums my name. The voice is gone. Turn around, you've been here before. You've always been here. Reality glitches, breath corrodes. My thoughts collapse in video code. No out, no in. The crawl space sings, I serve the gods of liminal things.
Bath time! Look at all the bubbles. They're so thick I can't see my feet.
That is the purpose. The foam conceals the surface from what waits beneath it.
Mommy, something just touched my leg. Mommy, it's pulling.
Do not scream. Screaming creates ripples.
Mommy, I can't feel the bottom. Mommy, help!
Arkham Bubble Bath. Available at chemists and general stores. Ever dreamt of working where science meets the impossible? Herbert West is seeking a dedicated assistant for groundbreaking reanimation experiments. No prior experience with corpses required. Minimal ethical concerns preferred. Excellent hand-eye coordination is a must, especially for subtle spinal adjustments. You'll help bring the dead back to life. And sometimes they get a little restless. Gloves and lab coat provided. Occasional screams included, free of charge. Applications are limited. Only those who are fearless, slightly unhinged, and fond of science should apply. Become Herbert West's assistant and take part in the cutting edge of life, death, and everything in between. Apply today, before your curiosity expires.
Through fog, through frequency, through fear itself. This is N.R.A.K, Night Radio Arkham, your late-night companion to the unspeakable.
Missing Persons Update. Miss Prudence Atwood, age 19, student of Miskatonic Preparatory. Last seen walking alone along Garrison Street, repeating the same sentence to herself. Witnesses report she stopped suddenly, turned toward an alleyway, and smiled at empty air. A wet, dragging sound was heard shortly after. Only her school ribbon was recovered, tied in a perfect knot around a rusted sewer grate. Mr. Paul Newman, age 61, of Old Sawbull Lane, was last seen tearing his own hair out at the roadside, screaming that the radio was breathing behind the plaster. He ran into the fog toward the marsh, screaming, "Long live the new flesh." Search parties report finding his clothes, including his soiled undergarments, folded neatly in a pile. They also found footprints heading toward the marsh, ending abruptly. Reverend Josiah Whipple, age 63, formerly of the Arkham Congregational Chapel, last seen leaving the church at midnight, carrying a lantern and a sack of hymn books. The lantern was later found still burning beneath Sentinel Hill. The hymn books were torn apart, each page soaked through with seawater. Several pages contained handwriting not belonging to the Reverend. The ink was still fresh. The words were still moving. Mr. Anthony R. Silver, age 44, machinist, resident of Innsmouth Road. Last seen at the Arkham Rail Depot, purchasing a one-way ticket to Dunwich. The train departed on schedule. It arrived with one less passenger car than it left with. No record exists of the missing car. No conductor recalls it. The ticket clerk insists Mr. Silver never came in. Yet his name remains in the ledger, written in salt, pressed deep into the paper. If you have knowledge of these disappearances, or can provide information leading to the recovery of the missing, notify Arkham Police without delay. Citizens are warned, the missing may not return as themselves. If you believe you recognize a voice, confirm nothing. Speak to no one. Open no doors. Secure all windows. Disconnect all wireless sets. Await official instruction. And above all, do not go out into the fog.
This is a recorded travel statement taken from a man who arrived in Arkham at dawn. He refused his name. He only asked for water and to be kept away from the coast. He said it started with a bus ride, a cheap ticket, a quiet route, a place on the map called Innsmouth. The driver didn't speak. The other passengers didn't look up. And the road felt wrong. Like it had been built over something that still remembered the sea.
The town appeared through fog like a bruise on the horizon. Leaning buildings, salt-stained windows, streets too empty for a place still breathing. He said
the air smelled of rot and fish and old storms.
The locals watched him as he stepped off the bus.
Not openly.
Not with anger.
With curiosity.
Like he was meat.
He went to a small shop for directions.
The man behind the counter smiled.
But the smile was wrong.
Too wide, too still.
And the eyes.
The eyes never blinked.
He asked about a hotel.
They pointed him toward the Gilman house.
The building creaked like a ship. The carpet smelled damp.
And the walls were swollen with moisture.
The clerk handed him a key without speaking.
His hands were wet.
Not from water.
From something thicker.
He wandered the streets as daylight faded.
And that's when he noticed the faces.
Too many people with the same look.
Bulging eyes, wide mouth, skin that shone like it had never been dry.
They walked slowly.
As if their bones were not meant for land.
He heard them whistle in a word.
Not English.
Something older.
Dagon.
That night he tried to sleep.
But the town did not sleep.
There were footsteps in the hall.
Wet footsteps.
There was chanting far away, carried on the sea wind.
And then
a sound below his window.
A slow, dragging shuffle.
Like something climbing.
He said he looked out.
And he saw them.
Moving in groups through the streets.
Men, women, children.
All walking toward the shore.
All smiling.
All answering something that called from the water.
He heard a splash.
Not one.
Many.
And then the chanting stopped.
And the town became silent.
Silent.
Except for breathing.
Not human breathing.
Something vast.
Something patient.
He packed his bag before sunrise.
He ran.
But the streets shifted like a maze.
And everywhere he turned, there were eyes in the fog.
Watching.
Waiting.
As if they already knew his name.
He escaped by luck.
Or by coincidence.
He said that as the bus pulled away, he looked back.
And the fog parted.
Just for a moment.
He saw the shoreline covered in shapes.
Not men.
Not fish.
Something in between.
He ended his statement with a warning.
If you ever hear the sea calling your name,
do not answer.
Night Radio Arkham signs off beneath a sky without edge or mercy. We speak as though we are important. We are not. When our signal dissolves into static, it becomes what we have always been, brief interference in an endless, silent field.